Yo, 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 what's up, people? We is back. We is back. Make sure y'all check out my latest uploads, J Prince. And we're going to dive deeper into this J Prince and Diddy situation. So I ain't going to lie, y'all. Like I told y'all in that video, I wouldn't be surprised. Yo, I don't put nothing past a person that will work that close to government. Nothing past. Nothing past. And I'm talking about J Prince. If you work that close to government, you compromised, in my opinion. For real. Straight up. Favor for a favor, one hand wipe the other. Wash the other. What it is, Clemson? Y'all know how this go. When you dealing with the government, they ain't doing nothing for free. If they cut you a break and cut you a favor, it's gonna come a time when everything come full circle. And now it's your time to give up some information. That's how that works. You know, that's the thing, y'all, about when you choose to play in these type of games. You know, same thing with the industry game. If you're gonna be one of them people that's willing to sacrifice your morals and principles for payment, it's gonna be some people that willing to let you do that. You know, that's how I go. Then we got the hit on Young Dolph, y'all. Hit on Young Dolph. Payments have been revealed. Remember in the trial, they talked about how much each payment was going, each head, I guess, was going to be worth. Big Jook put a hit out on a whole PRE. And at trial, they said it was a hit on everybody. Documents got revealed. You know, somebody might have got the street drop paperwork with somebody paperwork, and it explained how much the price was for each individual person. Crazy, y'all. And what's up, Kimmy? Well, and Big Jook, yo, he a wild guy, man. Big Jook took advantage of the streets. He took advantage of the ignorance. He took advantage of poverty. That's why I don't respect nothing. You know how that shit happened to him. I ain't tripping off of it, cause he took advantage of them boys, man. Took advantage of them boys. Wait till y'all find out how much money he had on these people. And yo, somebody on my page is reporting back to academics, y'all. And I'm gonna find out who it is. I don't know if it's one of my mods. I don't know if somebody that watched every video, but something ain't right. Every time I seem to do a video, y'all, academics is right behind me, either copying what I said, running similar titles. Like, yo, this is crazy, y'all. And one thing I always say, y'all, people going still, you know, people going like what you say and repeat it. Yeah, but when you don't give credit, yo, that's a whole nother league, y'all. That's a whole nother league. Now, I've been on the internet, y'all, for 3 years. Academics been on the internet for 20. In my first 3 years, up until the last couple months, this wasn't happening. So I ain't trying to buy, you know, great minds think alike and, man, fuck out of here. Man, I don't never do nothing behind academics. We don't think the same. We don't think the same, man. No salt, what it do, Scooby-Doo? We is back. Yeah, we don't think the same, so I don't understand how is it that my videos and his videos keep being similar. He could be. He could be, Taquin. He could be. But I'm noticing a lot of times now he going live when I go live. Let's see if he live now. A lot of times, as of the last couple of weeks, when I go live, he live. And it's getting real strange out here, man. Getting real strange in the YouTube space. What the fuck is this? Oh, I already saying that. Man, see the motherfucking no salt level 1. Remember what it is. Why do you hate to make videos or stream about Jada Youngin? I got videos on Jada Youngin, bro. Check them out. Ain't nothing to discuss. I already talked about the indictment of them. I already talked about it. Is there any new information? Anybody took plea deals? But first I want, before we get into all that, because the Diddy stuff be a little long with it. Yeah, yo, they can't be their self though, bro. Like, yo, I couldn't imagine, yo, and I said it before, I couldn't imagine copying off somebody. I couldn't imagine. Like, yo, it wouldn't feel right. It wouldn't feel right, yo. Y'all didn't see me come on here and give people credit that ain't even on YouTube. Yeah, my little cousin told me this, or I got this from my girl, and like, yo, that just ain't me. I can't get on this platform and watch somebody else's video and repeat what they say. I fuck with YG Tech. I can't repeat what they say, but some people can, and they will. They can and they will. But it's flawed. I don't respect it. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna copy, give him credit. Give credit. Y'all saying he took my takeoff. He took my whole viewpoint on takeoff. The whole thing. He took my whole viewpoint on takeoff. Got 400,000 views on it. I got stories on Lil XJ, right? Got 400,000 views on it. That was the first thing he did that pissed me off. And now it's like, hey, now and then I'm doing videos, and here he come right behind me. Same shit, same talking points. Yesterday I did a video on Jaguar, right? Talking about she a disgruntled employee. Here he come right behind me. I think she just one of them girls that, promises probably was made. Like, oh, come on, bro. Like, you just gonna follow everything I do, yo. Ain't never gonna give credit. It's cool, though. Yeah, it's cool, though, because they ain't gonna be able to do that for too much longer. My lives damn near rivaling his lives. I mean, his uploads. Lately, anyway. So, it is what it is. The real see what's going on. The real see what's going on. But let me show y'all this. Because I don't know, y'all. I think because Baltimore ain't sellouts. Not saying New Orleans sellouts. But I just don't. I don't know why the industry don't fuck with Baltimore. I don't know. We got some talent. Though. Got a lot of rappers. YG Tech, NASG Chaz, or whether or not he's stressed up in the bedroom. What the fuck? Roddy Rax. What's the boy name? NFC. That's a lot of them guys, man. It's a lot of them guys. All right, but look though, y'all. How y'all feel about this? Y'all agree? Hold on. Tusi ain't here for the woman becoming famous for being a rapper, baby mama, or girlfriend. This is crazy. You actually had to put in work to be a celebrity back in the day. Yo, we done talked about things similar. But check out what he had to say, though. Oh, shit. Before we get into Diddy, y'all, because Diddy gonna run long. Pause. No Diddy, like it always do. So we're gonna say Diddy conversation for last.
When the fuck did being somebody's girlfriend make you famous? When the fuck was that ever a celebrity? You could deadass go on famous birthdays now, and you won't find bitches being celebrities, and you don't even know what the fuck they do. They just somebody's girlfriend or fucking baby mom.
Yeah, straight up.
This shit is crazy. They don't got a product they selling. They don't do nothing. They don't got nothing going on. They just famous because the world done blew them up. This shit is crazy. Like, you actually had to put in work to be a celebrity back in the days. The internet is blowing people up. I be seeing bitches with 7 million followers. I don't know what she do. I be seeing, and it's really, it's not even like the niggas for real, because I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the freaky ass niggas out here that got all these girls blowing up. You feel me? You don't even know what the fuck they do. I ain't talking about nobody. When the fuck did being
I ain't gonna lie though. He got a good point, man. But I think that goes into
when the fuck did being somebody's girlfriend make you famous? When the fuck was that ever a celebrity? You could
I think this
go
is a
on
longer one.
famous birthdays now, and you won't find being celebrities, and you don't even know what the fuck they do. They just somebody's girlfriend or fucking baby mom. It is crazy. They don't got a product they selling. They don't do nothing. They don't got nothing going on. They just famous because the world done blew them up. It is crazy. Like, you actually had to put in work to be a celebrity back in the days. The internet is blowing people up. I be seeing with 7 million followers. I don't know what she do. I be seeing, and it's really, it's not even like the for real, because it's really, it's the, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the freaky out here
No
that
salt
got all
level
these girls
2.
blowing up. You feel
Straight
me?
up.
You don't even know what the fuck they do. I ain't talking about nobody baby mom in particular. When the fuck?
Yeah, he got a point though, y'all. But I think that just come from, you know, that's why you got so many of these women. It's like clout chasing. It ain't no different than the average clout chaser, you know. And right now we living in a world where we support bad behavior. So you can be an ex-girlfriend of a rapper, or you can even be a side chick. You know, we got famous side chicks now. Like, yo, we living in a wild time, yo. But I blame the blogs for that, yo. The blogs are the biggest culprits in what's going on in society right now. And I ain't really necessarily talking about the YouTube blogs. I'm talking about the Instagram blog pages, the TikTok blog pages. These blog pages that got millions of views and got a large fan base. They'll post a drill rapper just for being disrespectful. He ain't they gotta know how to rap. They'll post a girl for being a side chick. You feel me? And then tag her. Now her following blowing up like it's crazy, y'all. I agree with I think his name Tusi, or however you pronounce his name. But I don't know how you can stop that, y'all. You know, it's too many people monetizing. It's too many people monetizing off of what you talking about, racing? Off of the nonsense. And it's hard to reach them. So we're gonna continue having these blog pages and these blog sites shaming women for being exes and shaming women for having abortions from babies having abortions to rappers' babies. Like, it's crazy. I think it need to stop, but shit ain't stopping no time soon, man. I've been saying we need to stop drill music for the longest time. That shit ain't stopped yet. But look at this, y'all. So y'all know we covered Dove trial every day. We covered Dove trial every day. And one of the things came out at the trial was Big Jook had a hit out on the whole CMG. Now look at this, y'all. So this is the alleged paperwork. He had a hit, was hit on everyone. I wish we could see the whole. Somebody got this whole paperwork. It's probably on Reddit. You understand? The CD understood that the money would be for these individuals. According to the CD. Yo, what's a CD, y'all? I will say it's not confidential informant. Hey, Kimmy, what's a CD? Confidential what? But it was 100K for Young Dolph, 50K for Key Glock, 50K for PRE Wu, 5K for Moochie Great, and 20K for Snoop Bands. So what's that? 150, 200, he had 225,000. Oh, criminal defendant. Got you. Yo, Big Jook is a piece of shit, y'all. Yo had 225,000 on a whole PRE. 225,000. Now, to us, that's a whole lot of money. Yo, but to a man that's the rappers and these guys is making millions of dollars yearly. Some of them even doing it monthly. Like, yo, mind you, this was a horrible decision. Horrible decision. But if that's the route you're willing to go, at least take care of the guy. God damn, 225,000 on everybody, yo. So if a person was to just wipe out, say a person caught all of them in the car, and the car killed them. That's all he was going to get was 225,000. Like, yo, Big Jook a piece of shit, man. For real, man. Even the alleged hit on Diddy, on Tupac was, and Suge Knight, just the two of them was $1 million. That was $1 million. He put 225,000 on 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And I ain't gonna lie, Moochie Grape, he put 5,000. If I was Moochie Grape, I would be upset. What the fuck, yo? You only think my life worth $5,000, yo? Like, what the fuck what make Moochie Grape life different from Snoop Bangs? Like, yo, Jook, wow, man. He a wild ass nigga for this whole situation. Like, look at this, y'all. 5K, 20K. So he devalued the shit out of everybody else. And what was these selections about? Y'all know the rumor was a lot of them guys is upset with Dog for signing Big Moochie Grape. That was the rumor before. That's the first rumor I heard about Dog death. Yeah, they wild for taking the race, but you know they gonna take it. You know they gonna take it. That's a lot of money when you broke. You know? But you at least think that, like, he know that ain't no money. Jook know that's not a lot of money. You at least think if you want these boys to crash out for you, at least, you know, give them something worth it. 100,000 for Dog life, y'all, was ridiculous. That was disrespectful, y'all. And I think that's why everything happened how it happened for them guys like that, man. That's why it happened like that. Look what, yo, we seen all the carnage left after Dolph death. You got 4, maybe 3. Cause I think the other guy gonna get a I think Justin Johnson brother gonna get some. I don't think he going to jail. If he do, it's gonna be. I don't think he's going to jail at all. I think he probably get some type of probation plea, you know, some type of suspended sentence with probation. Because to be honest, he didn't know nothing about anything. I don't think he knew nothing about nothing. He not involved in the streets. He ain't never been arrested. He just was guilty by association. What's up, Wise? He just was guilty by association because Justin Johnson put him in it. So you got 3 people going to prison, possibly 4. You got multiple lives lost, including Jook's, Dolph's, and 225,000 was all it was worth. Man, I think that was fucking stupid. I think that was stupid. But look at this though, y'all. So I just dropped a video on hold up. On Jay Prince having something to do with Diddy and these lawsuits. Yo, that is insane, y'all. What people think about that, y'all? What the fuck is it? Way up with Angela here. Hit that like button, yo, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we ready to get to the bottom of this Jay Prince thing. Yo, cause some people might discredit that as nothing. Yo, I think it might be something. I think it might be some validity to it. I think Jay Prince owes a favor. I think Jay Prince owes a favor. Here you go, right here. Baby Joe Sherman breaks silence. Oh, this came out yesterday.
October baseball on TBS. Power is
you know, Jerry COINTELPRO at his best, man. I look. Remember, I was telling y'all earlier today for the people that was on that live. I'm like, yo, the same thing that they're doing to Diddy. It's they running the same type of practices like they did to Dr. Martin Luther King back in the day. You know, it's deception. It's dirty practices. The federal government is resorting to dirty practices, yo, to tie Diddy up. They trying to kill him in public opinion. Yeah, it did. They trying to kill us in public opinion. I mean, kill Diddy in public opinion. And yeah, that was called COINTELPRO. I thought when we talked about COINTELPRO, I thought it was just in relationship to the Black Panther Party. But no, it's bigger than just the Black Panther Party. It's actually how they operated back then. And I think they're using COINTELPRO tactics on Diddy. I think that's why these lawsuits are being announced. Like, why are they announcing lawsuits before they get filed?
So for the first time, the journey of one couple, that's Brittany and Leo, was documented from their pod conversations to their engagement and meeting Mexico. They took their own trip
Yo,
to Mexico.
Traveler Ross ain't better than me in nothing. The fuck is you talking about?
Get engaged this
Fuck.
season, FYI, and they said
He don't
one had to
even
be cut.
he don't even know what he's talking about.
So you fall in love.
Mano,
It's over for you. Well, then
I'm
you gotta
about to
tell
see
me.
you. They'd be like, "What's your name?" Because a lot of times they don't want you to have any idea. He sounds like he's sexually assaulting Thalia Graves. That's a woman who did a sexually assaulting Thalia Graves.
Show.
He's being accused.
That this whole press conference. That press conference was fugazi. Gloria Allred didn't answer no questions, like 0 questions. What's up, ball out? And it just didn't look right. Like her tears looked like it was fake. Like I don't know where they finding these people, y'all. I really don't know. I don't know where they finding these people, yo. But what they doing right now to Diddy, and how they trying to kill his image in the public, yo, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I'm gonna stand against it, 10 toes down. For real.
With you,
Get that man a fair trial, man.
With you, not only wasn't I there, I wasn't even in New York.
Okay, well, sounds like he has an alibi. And he said,
I don't hate him, yo. What are you talking about? That's a strong word.
A money grab, and she wanted me to be a part of that money grab. She wanted to get Diddy, and then he provided texts from an Instagram account starting in November 2023 that his team has linked to her. And NBC New York confirmed that connection as well. And the first text asked if he was indeed a security guard for Diddy. And he said, she doesn't even know who I am. It says, "Are you Big Joe? You're on my Instagram." The text asks him to call a number and goes on to say, "If you will be my witness against Diddy, then my attorneys will leave you out of any proceedings because we have statements that you physically showed over 8 people videos of me and you to people in the studio." And he said he doesn't even know her. He doesn't know what she's talking about.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Anyone who has been a victim, my heart goes out to them, and I think, they should get their just due.
Yes.
But anyone who accuses someone of something that is not true, I also think
There should be some
there
repercussions.
has to be a repercussion for it because
Case. It was reassigned today. Judge
But
has
that's not it.
departed.
What the fuck is the video right, Angela? This ain't the fucking video. That's not the video. Let's see if this is it. I think this is the video right here, y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We go live every day at 11 o'clock
The website you need.
Eastern time,
With full business.
PM. I think this is it right here.
Okay, so first off, earlier we played Big Joe. And let's get into some YouTube. We might have an exclusive here.
That's right. I think we should.
Okay, so first off, earlier we played Big Joe. Now, Big Joe is the security who was accused of being on these tapes,
but people,
alleged tapes.
it can be people can't get past. See, I'm looking at Diddy, and I'm looking at what Diddy was trying to accomplish, and the fact that it just shows that it's a ceiling, and it shouldn't be no ceiling. It shouldn't be no ceiling, yo. You should be able to, as long as you put the hard work and the effort in and you grind, you should be able to reach as far as you can go. But this Diddy situation shows that it's a fucking ceiling. And no matter how much money you got, it's certain barriers that we're not willing to let you cross. And as a black man in this country, a descendant of slaves, I gotta stand against that, yo. I gotta stand against that, yo. And it ain't got nothing to do with whatever he has done in the past. Because if you go back to my earlier videos, I was standing with everybody else, man. Fuck Diddy. He did black people wrong. I ain't like how he did his contracts again. Yo, but I put all of that aside to fight for what's right. And what's going on right now and how they killing Diddy in public opinion, it ain't right. It ain't right. They making up lies, these false allegations. Where's all these people coming from? They're announcing lawsuits that haven't been filed. Yo, I can't fuck with that. Because if they can do that to Diddy, they can do that to any motherfucking body. if they can do that to somebody of the level that Diddy reached, and the stature and the money and the influence that Diddy got, they can do that shit to anybody. And I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with that. I gotta stand against that.
With Diddy and this young lady, Thalia Graves. Here is what he said when he denied this on NBC.
Well, I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me. I was mad at the security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you.
Now, the thing about Big Joe is he's very adamant that he
Yeah, I
is
agree
not
with that,
in it.
H.O.
Not going.
You know, some people would be
Wasn't
like, "Oh,
there.
did a lawyer tell you not to say anything?" He's like,
Right.
"I don't care. I didn't
Wasn't
do it.
there.
I'm not
That's
there."
exactly what happened,
He has
J-Rock.
text messages between them that he wants to make sure that people know about
Right.
and can see, because from the text messages, and Mano, you know what it says because you know.
Right, the DMs
Oh
that
yeah,
she
the
sent
DMs.
him.
Basically, it seems like she's trying to confirm that he worked with Puff, and then also confirm that there was a video shown on a camcorder. And he's like, and she also says, if you're not the same person, then I apologize. She said. So it seems like she's not sure if Big Joe
Shouldn't
was
even know
the
him.
person that she's alleging is on this tape. Now, Big Joe called us because, you know, clearly this is something that if you feel that you're being wrongly accused of something, you're going
Right.
to defend yourself
Saying it loud.
to the utmost. And here's what he had to say about this alleged tape and the conversation with Thalia Graves.
Not only
I
did
said
she
I
DM
agree,
me,
yo.
she
Said
tried
I
to
agree.
guide me through the DMs. If you read them,
It don't matter,
she
bro.
tried to explain to me all I need
Diddy
to
has
do
spoke
is
up.
write a statement like
Blood
Barnes
Eye.
did, like other people did. I need you to write a statement, and I'll keep you out. I said, keep me out of what? But then she got into the threat. Then she brought up, well, me and Mr. J. Prince will be down there.
All right. Now, I don't know what Jay Prince has
Right.
to do with anything.
Right.
But you had a question for him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What he got to do with this, though?
It was brought to my attention later on that J. Prince, something I don't know about, had a beef with Puffy about slapping Drake. And Drake was calling J. Prince, going off of him for not taking up for him against Puffy. And I'm like, that's none of my business, honestly. After listening and people calling me, explaining to me that J. Prince's lawyer is the one who put them 100 people together, I think J. Prince is one of the main culprits behind slandering and trying to destroy Puff's character.
Now, these are all allegations. We don't know what's
So
true
is
and
it
what's
the
not.
lawyer thing, right? So is that really his lawyer?
Tony Busby is a lawyer based out of Houston. And so that lawyer is representing 120 of
Right,
the
but
women.
that girl is definitely connected to Jay Prince because
You see,
Well, from the
Blood, you haven't
DMs,
been
it
on
looks
the
like
live
she
in a
did
couple
mention
days.
Jay
she
Prince's
definitely
name.
meant I read that.
So, listen, Justina's like,
That lawyer needs. I'm just trying to break down 120.
Hey, Hellraiser, that's not
Like, how do
happening.
you even schedule that for the week? You got to do like I don't know.
well, from what they had,
Assistance.
what they said previously was that there were even more, but they did vet out people to see which claims had merit and which did not to be able to proceed. And they also have a hotline. So if something happened,
The hotline is crazy. A hotline for
you
real?
can call
This is crazy.
the hotline,
The hotline is wild.
Oh my goodness.
which is also a Drake song.
But
Hotline
wow,
Bling.
that's
Not no minors,
that's
y'all.
different, man. Hearing that.
The way y'all
All
getting
right.
this
Basically
minus.
saying that he might be behind that.
Or allegedly, yeah, that is what Big Joe is alleging,
Right.
and he's saying people called him up and brought that to his attention. So I don't know what's happening, but you know, we're listening to all sides of everything.
If you or someone you know has been affected, 1-800-BABY.
Now listen, y'all. I can believe that. Yo, it's crazy as it may seem. I can believe that Jay Prince may be behind some of these things. Is it true? I don't know. It's all alleged. But I think it's more likely than probably most people. Because, all right, this whole shit is crazy. This whole thing. Y'all remember Diddy Vote or Die campaign? When Diddy was trying to get people to vote, I think it was for Obama. Diddy was trying to get people to vote for Obama. And he came up with this moniker, Vote or Die. And it actually got a lot of black people to vote. Now, Diddy switched up his approach. So, the last election, not this one, but I guess after the Obama thing, he didn't like the fact that he did all that campaigning for them people and we didn't get nothing in return. So I found this video right here. Check this out. And I'm explaining how this ties into Jay Prince.
I've been a carpenter for 27 years. I get up 3:45 every morning. Dave McCormick has no clue. He shows up here from Connecticut. The hedge fund.
You believe it too? See, I believe it too, Sabrina.
Like to China. Dave McCormick is not from here.
Because Jay Prince, the crazy thing about Jay Prince is somebody always just seem to throw out his name. Like, why is your name always the one picked out the hat? Out of everybody in the world, out of everybody in Texas, it's always Jay Prince's name. And then this how he respond to it. Before I get to this, this how he respond to it. This how he respond to all allegations. Hold on. You hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. This how he respond to all allegations. G-Man, what it is. Look, y'all. This is Jay Prince's response. It's always something similar like this. Always value your freedom and peace over people lying opinions. That's it. Yo, this lady just said that you motherfucking help put this lawyer, these lawsuits on Diddy. And this is all you got to say. Always value your freedom and peace over people's lying opinions. Man, get the fuck out of here, Jay Prince. I think Jay Prince do a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. His name come up too much. His name come up way too often in bullshit.
He's definitely not for us.
Old ass.
Hostage, if I have to.
All right, so look.
Diddy willing to go further.
I was talking about Diddy and his Vote or Die campaign
And wanted to bring
and how Diddy changed in
he was
recent
in a
years.
live stream with Naomi Campbell, I believe, for her YouTube show, and he talked about the
Yeah,
Democratic
and it's
Party
coming out of
taking the
Texas.
black vote for granted, particularly with respect to Vice President Biden. He said he's even willing to hold his vote, quote, hostage. Let's take a listen to what he said.
In order for us to vote for Biden, we can't be taken for granted like we always are because we're supposed to be Democrats or because people are afraid of Trump. It's whoever's going to take care of our community, whoever wants to make a deal. It's business at this point. You know, we can't trust politicians, you know, so we want to know very clearly, just like Trump made it clear that he wanted to build a wall, Biden needs to make it clear that he's going to change the lives and quality of life of black and brown people, or else he can't get the vote. I will hold the vote hostage if I have to.
That's quite a...
I will hold the vote. Yeah, I'm sure that made a lot of people upset. And he didn't speak. If you notice, the last couple of elections, he haven't been using this influence, and I'm pretty sure people probably was asking for it. You know? Pretty sure people probably was asking for it. Let me show DC Bloodline something. So lately, this is how Diddy been talking, and I'm gonna tie this into Jay Prince in a minute. Just rock with me for a little bit. Hit that like button. I'm gonna explain to y'all how this all ties in to Jay Prince. Now they got a team of investigators supposed to be investigating for Tupac murder. Like, what evidence are they going to find that's going to link him to Tupac murder? I think all these headlines is just nonsense, y'all. All these headlines are just trying to taint the jury pool. Just trying to taint the jury pool. And all these people that's coming out are just disgruntled employees. They're disgruntled employees. Hey, A1, you watching? A1 sent it to me. Hey, what was that video you sent me the other day? Cause I want people to see that Diddy switch and his change in approach when it come down to politics. Here you go. Now I ain't no Diddy fan.
The feeling of
rejection because my writing just
That's
wasn't
we
up
ain't
to
no
par.
Diddy fan.
Then I found Grammarly, an AI writing partner that helped.
I was blessed enough to find God come to me and tell me my purpose. Have our own black political party, unapologetically, because right now, check this out. And it's called Our Black Party.
Okay.
It's time for us to have our own black political party, unapologetically. Because right now, if you look at the debates, we're not even a part of the conversation.
Not at all.
We're not a part of the conversation. We don't have any political power. We don't have any political leverage. And so we started Our Black Party with some young, fearless black activists, elected officials, and I've stepped up and put the money behind it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest threat and the only option that we have right now as far as making a change, taking our own.
The man said this is the biggest threat and only option that we have right now. This wasn't too long ago. This is something he already was doing. It was already in the works. It was up and running. But I want y'all to listen to how he elaborate on this venture that he was in. So you already got the beef with the big wigs. You know, we gotta remember that. Now you got you may have some people on one end of the spectrum upset because they depended on you for years, and you was an ally that worked. But now you talking like this. No, it ain't. The hell are you talking about? This real. He ain't say this is something I'm going to do. This is something he did. This was already in the works.
Our Black Party, with some young, fearless black activists, elected officials, and I've stepped up and put the money behind it.
Everybody don't write, bro.
This is the biggest threat and the only option that we have right now as far as making a change, taking our own self-responsibility and accountability to be educated and empowered with our vote.
So what's the goal for our Black Party?
Our Black Party's number one goal is to unify behind a black agenda. That's it. You could be a part of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, you could be an independent, but if you're black, you wasn't born Republican, you wasn't born Democrat, you wasn't born independent, you was born black. And we have to seize our political power because it'll just be more the same. Being pushed this way, being pushed that way, and we expecting a different result. But the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over the same way, expecting a different result, and it's not going to happen. So we have to change the tone. We got to start with us stepping up and really taking the responsibility and accountability to be a part of this political movement.
The hardest part of that is going to be getting other black people to buy into it.
This is not for all black people. You know what I'm saying? This is not for the scary ones. This is for the ones that want to move things forward and want to get to the smoke. A black person spends an average of like 5 hours on Instagram a day. If you could give Instagram that time, 15 minutes you could give to educating yourself. And our Black Party's that platform. So when we get down to the local elections, when we get down to the school board, we get down to the judges and the justices, it's so confusing for us. We've never played this game. This is another level of gangster. But I played this game before, you know? I started in 2004 with Vote or Die, and this is the evolution of that thought, of that empowerment, of that independence, of us taking self-accountability so we're not caught with our pants down like this election. Right now, we're not going to get nothing. We caught with our pants down. We're not organized. We're not ready to really take this on. I went through the experience of politics. I played the game with the Democratic Party. The people that I went and campaigned for, after they got elected, I don't feel like they really did anything to change the reality of black people. Like I was blessed enough to find.
Yo, this is
God
major, yo. For somebody on the level of Diddy, to get on a platform and say that is major. Some people might not think so, but I know it is because He was a tool, a powerful tool that was used to push the votes. We know how important votes is in America, especially the black vote. So now you got somebody who, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's true or false, but that's deemed as a leader in the black community, telling black people that, yo, I don't like what happened that last election. We ain't getting nothing. I'm making up my own party. I think some people might have been upset about that. And I think what happened ultimately with Diddy, and this goes into even with the other situation, either he stopped giving a fuck and just started going hard, or he got to a point where he thought he had enough money to fight with anybody.
And tell me my purpose. And he told me my purpose.
That don't mean it's a lie, bro.
Saving the black race. The vote or die Diddy was about politics and, trying to be support. My purpose is to play a part. They really did anything to change the reality of black people. I was blessed enough to find God come to me and tell me my purpose. And he told me my purpose is to play a part in saving the black race. The vote or die Diddy was about politics and, trying to be supportive. And also, they kind of guilt us in the votings, But as I evolved, I realized this is a business. This is a transaction. This is the closest thing to the streets.
Agora Cyber Charter School is ready to put over 18 years of being a leader in online education
Than the streets that I've seen.
Yo,
now look,
this video, it is
Cardi B said something similar. Cardi B said, look, I'm not going on the campaign trail this year. Because she felt the same way. It's like some people don't mind being used and abused because they really don't give a fuck about the people. Now, I don't know where Diddy heart lie. You understand what I'm saying? But I knew from there, you could tell that he got enough common sense to know that we was being played, that he got played. I don't think he really knew about politics when he was talking that vote or die shit. Because I don't think they necessarily look for that. They just looking for a face, looking for somebody that got some influence, somebody that can stir the pot, and somebody that can push the needle. They don't necessarily care if you know about politics. That's why when they reached Cardi B, she didn't realize what she done to afterwards. So that's why I be calling out some of these people now that do this. Because you should know better by this point. Ain't no excuse. So this was before he announced it.
They don't stand up and talk about how something, I'm going to be announcing something, very big if they don't stand up and talk about how things
I don't know.
change.
I don't know, Taquina.
The voting blocks that they're going for, that'll put them in office. They need the African American voting block, the Latino voting block, and they're not bringing up the issues, and they're not making strong enough commitments for our votes. So we have to be undecided. We have to hold our votes, and we have to just hear what they have to say. And tomorrow, if they don't talk about what they're going to do for our communities that are in such dire service, that we're going to have something to say about that will kind of teach and educate.
Now, how did this tie in to Jay Prince? Let me show y'all something. I did a video a while ago about Jay Prince, right? And Jay Prince has a strong connection. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all. We should be at motherfucking 19K by the end of this live. Jay Prince has a strong connection with one particular party that he may owe. It's a possibility that he may owe a favor to. Or two. Shit, he might owe a few favors. So, I found in this video, right? I found the deposition of Jay Prince.
Join for $1 down, $15 a month.
Now, this video is an hour long. I'm going to let it run.
With Asana, AI teammates.
Well, it's not. I ain't gonna let the whole hour run. But
try it for free.
Yo. What it is, good people. So listen. In this deposition, right? Let me give y'all. Let me brief y'all on what's going on. In the early 90s, you know, when hip hop was first coming up, Jay Prince was under investigation by the federal government because Jay Prince allegedly, this is what they saying, was drug trafficking, majorly drug trafficking. Now this happened twice. 2 investigations involving Jay Prince and Rap-A-Lot got squashed. But I'm gonna let them tell. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the facts. Hey, but if you hit me on IG, call my phone. It's hard to find a fame that hasn't felt the pain of drug addiction. We spent billions of dollars to fight drug trafficking and prosecute drug dealers. If there is one area that we do not want to undermine bipartisan politics, it's the enforcement of our drug laws. Unfortunately, that is. All right, so look. In this video, y'all, it's a deposition of the officers that was investigating Jay Prince. They was investigating Jay Prince because the Republican Party was trying to figure out why did the investigation of Jay Prince and Rap-A-Lot stop? It got halted mid-investigation. I don't want to lose everybody, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to start it from. It's kind of lengthy, but it's interesting if you listen to it. And I don't believe that the majority means to cast any aspersions upon this member of Congress. I noted that when they said it was a congresswoman, Mr. Chairman, everybody looked at me. But I do wish to say for the record that there should be no implication that the congresswoman would seek to protect anyone dealing in drugs if she knew he was dealing in drugs, and that this congresswoman has been an outspoken opponent of, by now, the well-documented practice of racial profiling. Now they talking about Maxine Waters, y'all. The Democratic, I think she a House Speaker, or she worked for the National Black Caucus in California, at least at this time. It's also been my experience that it's very difficult to get the Department of Justice or the DA to seize an investigation that it has started. So I'll be quite I got a serious video on that. And you could then get the investigation called off. In that case, I think you might expect lots more calls from members who get complaints from their constituents. Representative Maxine Waters' involvement in this matter appears to be explained by her long-standing efforts to address racial profiling and other criminal justice issues affecting African Americans, in addition to serving as a member of the Judicial Committee and its constitution. Wanted further investigative work when the everyone was arrested, been convicted. All right, listen to this part. In this investigation. When were you assigned to the Joint DA Houston Police Department Task Force, Mr. Shoemaker? Well, actually, shortly after I was assigned the case, I began to recruit HPD officers to participate in the investigation. Mr. Shays, I want you to bring the mic closer to you. If you could. You have to, you have a rather mellow voice. What results had you obtained up until September 1999? What results in this investigation? Mr. Shoemaker, the investigation resulted in numerous arrests, grand jury indictments, seizures of crack powder cocaine. Mr. Shays, do you remember how many arrests? How many indictments? How many convictions? Mr. Shoemaker, at least 20. Mr. Shays, 20 arrests or 20 indictments or 20 convictions? Mr. Shoemaker, well, some arrests generated more than one indictment, but if I reflect on it, everyone was arrested, been convicted. Mr. Shays, so look, so everybody arrested got convicted of this Rap-A-Lot indictment, but before they got to the head guy, let me show y'all what happened. And y'all go back and watch this whole video. I don't want to lure people to sleep. Because people don't like reading. All right, but look, this like 5 minutes. What do you think if continued, this investigation would have achieved line of your mentioning this case or mentioning any. Well, we have 100% support of our department and our coworkers. All right, look at that. It's almost like a routine section we may receive when we return. Again, we make many arrests, small people and people with notoriety. And the federal government and the state have invested a lot of time and money into our investigations. And then we get someone to come along with money and they can halt an investigation. And then can have music done behind it, bragging about what they have done. It's a slap in the face. You're making a reference to the fact that Mr. Prince basically, his legitimate business is hardcore gang rap music? And maybe can you make reference a little more clearer here? Are you saying that one of the rapsters was mentioning this case or mentioning any of the officers, Mr. Scheisse? That's correct. One of the artists on his label made a song, composed a song about our investigation, and bragging how he's had a DEA agent replaced and jobs terminated. Confidential informants would be killed or killed. This Jay Prince, y'all. Did he mention any law enforcement names in this rap music? Yes, he did mention Jack Shoemaker and Chad Scott. He mentioned the local police, which he called blank, the local police executing search warrants at his house. Now we're going to have an Agent Howard testify in the next panel. But the bottom line of your testimony, how much time do I have left? I would like each of you to describe to me whether you felt this investigation should have continued. I want you to tell me why you think it ended and tell me what you think, if continued, this investigation would have achieved. And I'll start with you, Mr. Shoemaker. Yes, sir. I think that based on the results that the investigation team had accomplished, I think that it should have continued. It being the investigation, we had 3 informants still plugged into the Rap-A-Lot gang. If you will. Yo, they had 3 informants plugged in the Rap-A-Lot. 3 informants. 20 arrests and convictions. Yo, this shit is crazy, y'all. Getting to the second phase. And it started out as a drug investigation. It spread out into... No, it's not Junior. This is in the 90s, bro. Junior was a kid. Phase. And I think it should have continued. We had the investigative leads and had the investigative resource continue to go forward. I believe these are the officers sitting at a deposition with the Republican Party. Because the Republican Party was trying to figure out why this investigation was stopped. And the reason why we're doing this because word got passed down that somehow, some way, Jay Prince's name got tied in to what's going on with Diddy. So what we did is we showed Diddy may have a beef with a particular group of people. Two groups of people now. And I'm showing y'all what could be connected. You know, what would make Jay Prince get involved in this Diddy situation? So that's why we are looking at this, y'all. So Jay Prince had 2 indictments squashed in the 90s. Major indictments. One of them even involved in murder. About 10 keys. Thank you. I'm going to come back and I will have about 10 questions. I want to go fairly quick, Mr. Steve. Okay. We definitely had things to do. We had people in jail that, in my opinion, and without getting into too much details of the case, hold the key to us being successful. We started to break a stranglehold that Rap-A-Lot had on the 5th Ward in Houston, where everyone was afraid to talk to us. And we were taking small steps to big steps, sometimes bigger than others, but there was much more left to be done. So Mr. Prince succeeded in stopping the investigation, it appears. And in the end result, you have a song celebrating the fact that he was able to stop the police work. Mr. Scheisse, that's correct. I definitely feel that. Let me relate a hot kitchen to you. When it's hot in the kitchen, when the heat is turned up and you want to alleviate the heat, you get out of the kitchen or you turn the heating system off. The heat was definitely on him and his organization. It was there, the pressure was on, which started to infiltrate his organization, and he knew this. And the best way to blank, I would assume, the best way to stop this investigation was to do it like he'd done it before, which I wasn't privileged to be to that investigation, but I understand it was stopped due to political pressure. And if political pressure worked before, then it will work again. And this has happened.
Yeah, I know, J-Rock.
This is my opinion. It's your opinion, basically, that you blank sometimes. There's no one to protect the small guy, but the big guy has people to find ways to protect him. Is that kind of what you're saying to us, Mr. Shiesty? Yes. We are small people. Small fish ask us all the time, why don't you get the big guy? And we had a big guy, and it was evident. And yet, he may have been found innocent. Your investigation may have not led to anything. Your investigation may have not led to something, but it's your testimony that your investigation was stopped in the middle. Mr. Shiesty,
Stopped in the middle.
That's correct. Mr. Allen, yes, our goal was to target a person. We targeted that person and we started making arrests. We got into the 5th ward, and all of a sudden it was stopped. I feel real bad about it because we were making headway. We were continuing to make headway, and then all of a sudden it stopped. I yield back my time. Mr. Burton, I would like to ask a couple questions if I might. If you gentlemen will yield to me.
Hey, Joe, everybody know who J Prince is except you, bro.
Trafficking or murder were associated with Memphis Prince and Rap-A-Lot. Were there a lot of them, Mr. Shoemaker? I could think of about 10. Were there any of them in executive capacity, or what capacity in which did they serve, Mr. Shoemaker? 2 of them, McCarter and Russell, whom we arrested January 7, 1999, occupied what I would characterize as a management-style position with Prince Rap-A-Lot Company. They had an office in the same floor as Mr. Prince. And during our investigation in January, we had numerous calls between an informant and Russell while Russell was at the compound, Rap-A-Lot compound. He would answer the phone Rap-A-Lot. And then we had an informant on 2 different occasions meet Russell in his office at Rap-A-Lot compound. Mr. Burton, there was 1 murder conviction. Was there any association between that person that was convicted of murder and anybody at Rap-A-Lot, Mr. Shoemaker? Yes, sir. Can you give us that connection, Mr. Shoemaker? Lamar Burks was recently convicted of murder, and we had been told on several occasions by another informant that it was the informant's understanding that Prince had solicited Burks to murder selected key witnesses in this case.
Look at this shit, y'all.
Prince had himself, according to your informant, this was secondhand information, had been involved, Mr. Shoemaker? Yes. This is speculative, but you do believe that there would have been a more conviction had you been able to continue this investigation and might have been able to go right up the food chain and nail the kingpin. Is that correct, Mr. Shoemaker?
Yeah, you gotta be young if you don't know who J Prince is, H.O.
And we would have tried very, very hard to reach out.
J Prince is a mogul like Diddy.
Mr. Stevens, absolutely. That's correct. That's correct. So all 4 of you believe that this case was cut off in the middle of the stream, and that the people who were the big kahunas or kingpins were saved by stopping this investigation, correct, Mr. Shoemaker? They received a reprieve, yes, sir. Stevens, yes, sir. Any more questions from anybody? Well, the yellow light is on. I want to ask one last thing of Mr. Shoemaker. Were you transferred to a desk job on March 15, 2000, Mr. Shoemaker? Yes, sir. What do you believe the reason for this transfer? I was told that headquarters told our front office to take me out of blank off the Rap-A-Lot case, out of the group that has the case, and preferably out of the Houston office.
Yo, he got a fucking detective kicked out of the Houston office and put on desk duty. Like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's what I be trying. And some people look at this as power, which it is. Yo, but this is also compromise. If you got this much power in government, you are fucking compromised. So it's going to come a time when you got to do us a favor. So I can believe that this is a favor that J Prince owes a certain particular group of people. It's like, yo, this is not. I can't fuck with nobody that plays this close to government. I'm be honest. I can't trust you. You might hand me over to the authorities. I don't know, even though I ain't doing shit. I'm just saying in general. It's a possibility, yo, when you dealing with somebody that play this close to politics and play this close to government, they had a whole case stopped. I'm talking about a case involving murder, a case involving cocaine, and this was right off the heels of the crack epidemic. Y'all know how they was coming down on people around that time. He had 2 investigations stopped, halted, officer put on desk duty. Yo, that is serious, y'all. Yo, that's serious. Let me finish it. Let me do it this way. Told you that. I was told by blank under confidential. Okay, thank you. All right, so that's the whole thing. That's a long, yo. Y'all listen to the details. If you was to watch that whole video and listen to that shit, man, it's gonna blow your mind, yo. They had a full-bred investigation, locking people up, making headway, as they called it. They was almost to the top of the fucking ladder, and the investigation was stopped. You know why? Because Jay Prince gave Al Gore Church $1 million. $1 million. Investigation stopped. And this is not the first time. We don't got it from the second time. And I think that's what made the Republican Party question this, because you done got 2 investigations stopped. Not 1, but 2 of them. 2. Like, yo, this is crazy to me. That's how he was able to last for so long, and that's why he don't get in a whole lot of trouble. That's why Takeoff murderer is not going to be found guilty, because Jay Prince is fucking powerful, especially in Houston. Police scared of him. He got a police officer put on desk duty. And remember, I'm the first person that told everybody that, yo, Takeoff murderer is going to get off. Case going to get thrown out. Case going to get thrown out. Now, Wade D don't want no smoke. I get on his ass too. And DJ Academics copied it, of course. You know, so people probably think that DJ Academics broke that news, but no, that came from Keep It G News. You feel me? Because me knowing this information that DJ Academics didn't know, and knowing that what I just read from the Takeoff case about the investigator getting kicked off the case because they mishandled evidence and, you know, they messed up the evidence, the case is, Takeoff murder is not getting solved. It's not getting solved. Case thrown out. No, Jay Prince ain't at a party. Jay Prince is being used to take down Diddy. That's what's being alleged. I'm just saying I believe it. I believe it. Because Diddy is, I can believe that a certain party was upset with Diddy. Because Diddy wasn't trying to use his influence like he done in previous elections. So I'm not surprised that a guy that's well within that party and in the hip-hop industry would be used to attack Diddy. Wouldn't surprise me one motherfucking bit. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Let's see what else they got on Diddy, y'all. Like in this video called Deposition of Jay Prince. If y'all want to check that out, it's like an hour long. Jay Prince deposition, how he really beat the feds twice. You know, because that's the thing. Yo, Jay Prince beat the feds twice. No, Jay Prince ain't beat no motherfucking feds twice. Jay Prince says got a lot of bullshit with him. Got a lot of bullshit with him. A whole lot. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Hey, Jay, where you come from? You don't even know. You just coming in. You don't even know what we talking about. You just want Diddy to get railroaded. But you ain't like Trump getting railroaded, though. You don't want Trump to get railroaded, but you don't mind Diddy getting railroaded. Get out of here, man. You can't feel one way about one and not feel that way about the other.
It's all politics. Nothing gets done.
Can't do that.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed.
Look, they keep showing this guy and his lawsuits is bullshit. Like, yo, this guy is fucking phony. Now, this is Jay Prince, the lawyer that's connected to Jay Prince, y'all, out of Texas. So what we was talking about for the people that just came in is the guy that exposed that Gloria Allred accuser or client is lying, also exposed that this guy has a connection to her, who also has a connection to Jay Prince.
To the world.
And I was just showing y'all Jay Prince connection to a certain party who may have a beef with Diddy because Diddy ain't fucking with that party no more. That's what we just did for people that's confused.
In Texas says thousands of people have come to them making allegations.
Nothing is wrong with supporting Trump. What I'm saying, Jill, is the same thing that's going on with Trump. You know, when they indicted him and did all that bullshit, is the same thing that's going on with Diddy. But what's happening is people that feel some way about Trump and what he just went through, they don't feel the same about Diddy. They was mad that they was mad that Trump was going through it, but they wanted Diddy, in prison. Nah, man, you can't have it both ways. If it's injustice on one end, it's injustice on the other end. No, it's not apples and oranges. No, it's not. It's two people that was done wrong. It's two people that's being attacked for whatever reason. I ain't saying it's a lot of fucked up shit about Trump. Trump had a motherfucking R lawsuit. He had an R lawsuit. Like, can we be real? Can we be real? But people still support him. But that don't excuse what they did to him with that goddamn indictment. Just like Diddy did some fucked up shit. So he's saying how he did Cassie. But that don't excuse what they're doing to him with this indictment. Like, yo, we gotta be real sometimes, man. You can't have it both ways.
Sean Diddy Combs with claims dating back to the 1990s. And this time, the shocking new accusations include alleged victims who say they were minors at the time. We're going to dig into
it. Don't matter. There's no underage girls, y'all. Where y'all getting this underage stuff from? Yo, why do we gotta keep doing this? There's no proof of anybody underage. There's no proof. That lawyer with this 120 cases, he haven't filed them. Yo, everybody that want to know about the Diddy case, y'all need to come here. This is the #1 source for the Diddy case. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. These other people is trying to play y'all for views. They playing y'all for views. They telling you Jay-Z next. They telling you Oprah might be implicated. They telling you, yo, we ready to break up the music industry. And that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. He on video doing what? What is he on video doing? I know what he did to Cassie was fucked up. It was. But he paid Cassie. I'm not telling y'all Diddy is a fucking great human being. Just like Trump ain't no great human being. Like, yo, what is wrong with y'all? Yo, why y'all can't get over how you feel about the man personally? I think Diddy did some horrible deals. I think Diddy took advantage of black people for years. I don't like how he did the locks. I don't like what he did to Biggie. I don't like any of those things. But I can still not like what the government is doing to him. Why y'all can't? Yo, that's the problem with people. Yo, people can't separate their emotions from their common sense. Yo, to evaluate this situation, yo, you got to separate your emotions from your common sense. Why are we watching people throw out lawsuits that they haven't filed? They haven't filed. They haven't filed the lawsuits, Ashley. Like I told y'all. Like I told y'all on every other live. On every other live, like I told y'all. What if y'all find out that out of these 120 lawsuits, they only filed one? How y'all gonna feel about that? This man just grandstanded and announced 120 lawsuits, y'all. What if y'all find out he only filed one? What are y'all gonna say? And y'all gonna be hitting that man on Instagram like, yo, what the fuck is this, yo? You fucking lied to us. You misled us. What are y'all gonna say? Or y'all just gonna be like, I mean, well, at least it's one lawsuit. Like, yo, what are y'all gonna say, man? It is a way. It is a way. He said he had 3,000 calls. He narrowed it down to 120. It is a way. And why are they announcing lawsuits? I think, hey, Crib Mac, I think that's nonsense. I don't believe it. I think that's just the media playing games. There's no 9-year-old. There's no 9-year-old. He just saving face. You know, that's what people do. It's messed up. That's what people do. When you see somebody getting done dirty, people don't back them. They back away from them. They scared. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. I'm defending that Diddy beef is not about Cassie. It's not about victims. It's about Diddy got in over his head. Diddy tried to go to war with people that was bigger than him. But these people that was bigger than him, if from his side, from his point of view, did him dirty. So you just supposed to get done dirty and not react and not respond. Just take it. I'm not with none of that. I ain't with none of that. I'm gonna fight back whenever. You know, I'm not ready to let y'all play motherfucking games with my company, and I know y'all playing games. No, I don't give a fuck how big you is. See, Jill, you don't even know what's going on, Jill. You gotta go back and watch other videos. I ain't gonna keep mentioning the people. We talked about it on numerous cases. As a matter of fact, Jill, you was on that live, Jill. You was on that live.
Holmes' criminal case. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
No, social media don't got me thinking I'm a lawyer. These 400 pieces of paper I got, they got me thinking I know what I'm talking about. That I had for 20 years, that I've been studying for 20 years.
His law firm plans to pursue legal action against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs on behalf of more than 100 victims. More than 24 of those
that don't make it right though, Bloodline.
They were just kids when Combs allegedly assaulted them. We're talking about attorney Tony Buzz.
It's not a nerdy.
It's not just Combs.
Just the
facts. Is caught in the crosshairs.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285
no kids.
Individuals contact us.
Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy, y'all. He didn't file any of these lawsuits. Yo, why are they announcing? Can somebody answer that? Why are they announcing lawsuits that they haven't filed? Can somebody please answer that? Why are they announcing lawsuits that they haven't filed? Can somebody explain that to me? What logical reason would they have to announce lawsuits that they haven't filed? Allegations. Why are they announcing allegations that they haven't filed? We talking about what the fuck is the difference? But they haven't filed them. Y'all see, just nobody can answer that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can answer that question that's going to make it make sense. When have they ever done this? Thank you, Ashley. Thanks for keeping it real, Ashley. You don't know because it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to announce lawsuits that you haven't filed. The only reason they're doing that, I'm going to tell you why they're doing it. The only reason they're doing that is to kill them in public opinion. That's the only reason they're doing that. The people that's watching this, more than likely, is going to be on it. They're trying to tank the jury pool. They're trying to get a man an unfair trial. Yo, do everybody deserve a fair trial? I know we got some patriots in here. Do everybody deserve a fair trial? Is that how the United States justice system is supposed to work? Does everybody get a fair trial? Does everybody get a fair trial? What do lawyers do? Lawyers don't announce lawsuits before they file them. What are you talking about? He said, you're not even making sense, eh? Exactly, J-Rock. They trying to get people to come forward. They just wishing on a star. What they doing is they're announcing these allegations that they probably not going to file, hoping and praying that somebody that Diddy may have done something to in the past see this and be like, oh my God, this is my chance. And they can find somebody for real. Yo, but that is dirty practices, y'all. That's dirty practices. That's not how this supposed to run. That's the same type of practice. That's COINTELPRO. I thought they didn't use COINTELPRO no more. That is COINTELPRO. You keep talking about it's on tape. We ain't saying no tape. Nah, I'm a realist.
People claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. We now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court.
Who intend?
Sean Diddy Combs.
Listen to the words. Intend. He intends to bring them. That don't mean he's going to bring them. Just intends to.
Well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individuals.
Dave McCormick said overturning Roe v. Wade was a huge victory. McCormick said abortion should be banned with no exception
Right, exactly,
to
Smith,
rape
Bob.
or incest. Bob Casey will protect the freedom to make our own medical decisions.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash.
No, it don't
for
help
your
that
house.
case. It taints the
No
jury pool.
matter
It
what
taints the
condition
jury
it's in.
pool. It makes
you
the trial process unfair.
I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. This is always the case in situations like this when a celebrity is involved. People can be downright mean and nasty. You'd be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence, to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. And there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics.
I ain't a fan of nobody.
Multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo.
What you talking about? Bust 2007? What you mean? What about New Jack City? He wants to try to run like New Jack City. Then he wants the outcome to come out like my dude Palace.
So far with
What are you talking about?
Combs, who, by the way, is currently incarcerated in Brooklyn, New York on federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking.
Exactly, J-Rock. You see it.
Prostitution.
Exactly, J-Rock. You see it. That's exactly what they doing, man. That's exactly what they doing. They try and get a whole bunch of people that wanted record deals and was willing to do anything for record deals. Like I said in the live earlier, yo, who's at fault? You got people, y'all, that's greedy. And they would do anything, willing to sacrifice any ounce of dignity to be rich, to be famous, to be notable. And then you got people that will use that against them. Who wrong? Who's wrong in that case? Now, I don't respect it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think you should do that to people. You know, I don't think you should use your power and your influence and your connections to exert control over people. But you still have a choice. Who is wrong? Yo, as long as you got people that's willing to sell their soul and sell their morality and sell their dignity for likes, I mean not likes, for fame, you're going to have people that's going to capitalize off of it, yo. So who do you blame? That's all I'm saying. That's what they're trying to find. Those are the victims they're looking for.
was arrested September 16th pursuant to a grand jury indictment. His arrest came after a raid by federal investigators on his two homes, one in Miami, one in Los Angeles, back in March. Combs has also been subject to a litany of civil suits
already impossible.
Really got rolling last fall when his ex, Cassandra Ventura, made shocking allegations about her relationship with Combs. Cassie claimed that Combs was abusive for nearly the entirety of their 10-year relationship. She also claimed he forced her to participate.
Yo, this another thing too, y'all.
Sex part.
This another thing too, y'all. People is getting the indictment and the lawsuits confused. These not the same thing. The indictment is involving Cassie and the freak offs that she was a part of. These lawsuits is involving Diddy parties, like at events that everybody was there. They trying to get people that even went to a Diddy party, not a freak off, but a Diddy party. Diddy parties and Diddy freak offs are not the same. Y'all gotta understand the difference. The freak offs was Cassie. The Diddy parties, Jay-Z might have been there. Usher might have been there. Kanye West might have been there. Lil Wayne might have been there. And at some of these parties, a cup might go around. And you have an option. Look, we are drinking. See if you can drink this cup or you can leave. Some people be like that. Some people be like, no, I'm good. I just leave. I ain't drinking. What the fuck is in it? I ain't drinking something that I don't know what it. What's in there? But you can't drink the cup. And then, like he said, wake up confused, disheveled, scared, afraid, injured. And when you tally that up means nothing, and then play victim. Can't do that. That's what these people is doing. Who you think selling the videos though, Ashley? Who you think selling these videos? We only know one group of people that got the videos. Who are selling these videos? Y'all don't think that's strange? That now all of a sudden these videos are being sold? Diddy don't got the videos no more. So who's selling these videos? Who is shopping these videos around? They wasn't getting shopped around when Diddy was home. And y'all don't think none of this is strange. I don't know if this is gonna be like New Jack City, bro. Like that's a movie. I'm dealing with reality, bro. Exactly. Amon. Exactly.
Parties known as freak-offs or FOs, when commercial sex workers would be brought in to have sex with Cassie and others, while the participants.
No, it's not. I said I don't respect it, G. I don't respect that shit. I think that shit goofy.
The heart of the prosecution's case as well, and prosecutors.
But is it worth life in prison?
These sex sessions, both for his own pleasure and seemingly as potential blackmail. So to hear 100 more lawsuits raises a lot of interesting questions in terms of the timing and its relation to the criminal case. A little bit of background about the man making these very serious allegations.
No, it's not. Not when you giving them a choice. Not when you giving them a choice. See, the difference with Epstein wasn't giving people a choice. I mean, not Epstein. Weinstein wasn't giving people a choice. Diddy was giving people choices.
Multiple women who claim that football star Deshaun Watson, who now plays for the Cleveland Browns, sexually assaulted them. In fact, he just filed a new lawsuit a few weeks ago on behalf of a woman who claims that Watson assaulted her back in 2020. Now, Watson, to be clear, hasn't been criminally charged. Two different grand juries decided not to indict him. Busby filed this new lawsuit after months-long negotiations with Watson's legal team.
Nothing's going to collapse, Ashton.
The NFL says it's doing its own
investigation.
investigation.
This the same guy. This same lawyer, y'all. This is the same lawyer that did the thing to Deshaun Watson. Do y'all remember what happened with Deshaun Watson? Who remember Deshaun Watson situation? Deshaun Watson wanted to trade from the Cleveland Browns. Soon as he said he wanted to trade from the Cleveland Browns, know what happened? Deshaun Watson, 30 women came out. You'll pay attention to what's going on. 30 women came out. Deshaun Watson he got these massage sessions where he doing all these strange things, and this is the same lawyer. Y'all don't think that's strange? The same lawyer? What's the odds of that? Out of the 50,000 lawyers in the world, what is the odds that the same lawyer that had all these cases on Deshaun Watson got the same cases on Diddy? What's the odds of that? I just want y'all to pay attention to what's going on, y'all, and take your emotions out of it.
Under its personal conduct policy. But going back to Sean,
You got the same one too.
That's who's now in Busby's sights. Now, from the
no, that was Houston. Yeah, Houston.
Made,
that was Houston.
Whittled down to 120 people who are moving forward with their lawsuits, according to Busby.
Yeah. My bad. He played for the Texans.
Conference, Erica Wolf and
Sean Watson played for the Texans.
Released the following statement. Mr. Combs.
Oh shit!
Categorically denies.
Make it even more strange. He played for the goddamn Texans. He played for the fucking Texans. Damn. This the lawyer out of Texas. The lawyer that's associated to Jay Prince. Whoop-de. Look how everything just come full circle. Gee, me Christmas. And y'all don't think this strange. Come on now, y'all. I know we smarter than that as people. We gotta be smarter than that as people, y'all.
That he sexually abused anyone, including minors. He looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation. But Busby told reporters that the future plaintiffs have, quote, legitimacy and merit thanks to corroborating evidence and witnesses. In fact, a former...
The future plaintiffs. Like, yo, look at this shit, yo. Hey, y'all can't fucking believe it. Y'all, what is wrong with y'all? The future plaintiffs. Like, yo, they talking and fucking... They Yo. They're not even speaking in the present. Yo, they're not even speaking in present tense. Y'all. They're not speaking in present tense. The future plaintiffs. Yeah, these... Busby told me that the future plaintiffs... they corroborated these stories. Hey, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Yo, y'all can't see through that shit. Like, yo, y'all can't take y'all hate and anger toward Diddy out of that and just use your brain for a second. Like, yo, come on, man. The future plaintiffs. The fuck out of here, man.
Detective from the Houston Police Department has joined his firm to help vet people and their accounts. Busby says that some have already even spoken with the FBI in connection with that agency.
You keep talking about high-profile plaintiffs.
And Busby says they're sharing all information that they come across. The allegations against Combs run the gamut from sexual assault and rape to false imprisonment to prostitution. And of the 120 individual plaintiffs that Busby plans to represent, he says 25 of them were minors when they say they were attacked.
You should know, in this group, it's evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us.
60 males and 60 females, y'all. What the fuck is the odds of that? Out of all these plaintiffs, he found 120, 60 males and 60 females. Now, y'all is crazy, man. I know you do, Jay. But you ain't believe it when they did it to Trump. That's the crazy thing about it.
62% identifies African American.
Now, in fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Let's go here real quick. Let's go here real quick. So you believe this too? Everybody that believe Diddy, do y'all believe us?
And jurors heard closing arguments today in the civil rape trial of Donald Trump.
And the case ended without the former president ever taking the stand. Morgan McKay live outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with the latest. Morgan?
Chris and Natasha, today was a day that both sides could wrap up their cases for the jury, remind them of everything that they wanted to highlight during the trial. E. Jean Carroll's lawyer said it was Trump's testimony versus all the rest, while former President Donald Trump's attorney argued
Hey, Jay, you believe this?
Unbelievable story for a reason. The civil case against former President Donald Trump entered its 8th day, capping off the trial with closing arguments. Writer and columnist E. Jean Carroll is accusing Trump of raping her in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room in the 1990s, and then later lying about it, ruining her reputation. Carroll's lawyer, Roberta Kaplan, started off her closing arguments by saying that Trump, quote, didn't even bother to show up. While this is not required for a civil case, Kaplan continued that Trump's team didn't even put together a defense because they didn't have one. Carroll's team brought forward 11 witnesses in total, including Carroll herself. Kaplan says Carroll's story is corroborated by her 2 friends who she told about the alleged rape and the psychologist who said that Carroll exhibits symptoms of PTSD. Kaplan claimed that Trump has a pattern of this sort of behavior going back decades, pointing to Jessica Leeds and Natasha Stoinhoff, who also alleged Trump assaulted them. Kaplan says because of Trump's alleged assault, Carroll has lost her ability to find...
It's crazy how many people don't believe this, but believe Diddy.
Intimacy and department. She ended,
they'll believe this, though.
About the money. This lawsuit is about getting
y'all funny as shit, man.
Then, Trump's attorney took the stand. Joe Tacopina acknowledged that people have very strong feelings about Trump, but the time to make those feelings known is on the ballot box. Tacopina said he didn't call any witnesses because, quote, Donald Trump doesn't have a story to tell other than to say it's a lie, playing this clip of Trump's deposition for the jury.
And you know it's not true too.
Tacopina hit Carroll hard on the fact that she doesn't remember the month or year this alleged rape occurred. Tacopina made the case that Carroll and her 2 friends, Lisa Birnbach and Carol Martin, made up the story because they hated Trump. He pointed out Birnbach's testimony that she didn't even think about the rape until Carroll published her book in 2019.
What's different?
Martin's text to a friend that Carroll had gone too far.
What makes this different?
Tacopina ends his closing arguments calling this an outrageous
They
case.
didn't bring this up on Trump until Trump started fighting them on the election. What makes it different? What makes it different? Trump is innocent, but Diddy is guilty. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all hypocrites.
I'm fighting against
y'all hypocrites, man.
Lower costs, protect jobs, and make Western PA stronger.
What do you think of the first charge here that Donald Trump raped E. Jean Carroll, the allegation that Carroll made, the jury finding that he did not? They're saying no to rape, but yes to sexual assault. Where do you think the disconnect is there, Lisa?
I just want to show the hypocrisy.
I think the disconnect is that E. Jean Carroll, and Katie, I'm going to ask for your pardon here because I'm about to get graphic. E. Jean Carroll said that she couldn't really see whether Donald Trump was penetrating her with his genitalia. She knew that
they understand me too. They just acting like they don't.
Into her vagina, she felt him do that, and then she thought that she was penetrated by his penis, but she couldn't say for sure, in part because she couldn't see it. And so that uncertainty may have been part of what motivated the jury's verdict on the rape count. That notwithstanding, she was so unambiguous about the sexual abuse, and that
Trump found liable for sex abuse.
Not only the fact that she called Lisa Birnbach from the sidewalk outside Bergdorf's, talked to Carol Martin,
what you mean he was found liable?
But the testimony of Jessica Leeds and Natasha Stoinhoff, whose own experiences with Donald Trump not only echoed E. Jean Carroll's, but were basically...
It is hypocrisy. What are you talking about? Now let me go back to Diddy. let me go back to Diddy now. Hold on. Let me go back to Diddy. Hit that like button, man. Donate to the platform, man. Cash that Baltimore swag, man. We rocking, man.
More than 25 states.
Support the real, man.
Are from California. New York, Georgia, and Florida. Her youngest victim at the time
Cash App at the bottom of the screen, man.
We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they call the puppy party, the all-white party. Although several of these events occurred at auditions.
Exactly, Breon.
Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry.
Listen to them.
Were coerced into this type of
people that want to break into the industry were coerced.
Conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs live.
Greed. Whose fault is that? Yeah, Diddy wrong for using it, but they all do it. It's not nothing just particular to Diddy. They all do it. Do I think it's right? Fuck no. I think it's sucker shit. I don't respect it at all. But you want greed, right? You want fame, don't you? What you gonna do for it? Can you blame them for doing that when it's, yo, as long as people, like I said earlier, y'all, as long as people willing to sacrifice their moves for fame, there's gonna be people that allow them to do it. That's just the reality of it. It'll never stop. We got a better chance of people stop being greedy than those people stop using it. So who's really to blame? Who's really the enabler? The person that's looking for fame, or the person that's got the power to give it to them? Who's really at fault? Come on, y'all. We keep it real on this way. This is Keep It G News, y'all. This ain't nothing like them other YouTube channels.
Listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs.
Hit that like button.
9 years old.
Look at him.
Talk about this. I want to bring in trial attorney Krista.
9 years old. Yo, they didn't file none of these lawsuits. Why are they talking like these lawsuits been filed? Yo, what if y'all, that's what I said, y'all. What if y'all find out that once these lawsuits filed, there's no juveniles? What are y'all gonna say? Are y'all gonna write law and crime and be like, yo, why the fuck y'all report that shit? Is y'all gonna protest? What is people gonna do? I like Trump, Gia. That's the point I'm making. I voted for Trump last election. That's the point I'm making. But why is it that y'all can't? Why everybody not able to do that? What's really going on with you? I was able to see through what they was doing to Trump. Why you can't see through what they're doing to Diddy? That's the bigger issue. No, it don't make it okay.
Krista, good to see you. Thanks for coming on. First, I want to talk about the timing of this. Comes out after the indictment, after the arrest. What do you make of the timing?
I think the timing is about perfect. So a lot of people don't come forward right away because for a number of reasons. And when you do this, and
no, you're not.
After
see, Gia, you just came in. Part of the reason that they coming after Diddy is because Diddy switched sides. That's how we even got to this point. That's what we was talking about. Diddy switched sides. Diddy wasn't voting. Diddy wasn't using his influence no more. That's where Jay Prince come into play, allegedly.
Publicity that the indictment and the arrest have received. A lot of these survivors, this is really kind of top of mind for them right now.
You do look like Medea. You funny as shit.
This happen right now, it's kind of allowing them that safety, really, and having people that have kind of tried to push this away.
When you shop with the Shipt app, your schedule is the only schedule that matters. Shipt, delight in every delivery.
Man, H.O., you talking stupid. You gotta be a kid.
Way to think about maybe I should help others. And so I think that's really kind of, some of the more significant parts of why you do this now.
Does it hurt?
You definitely look like Madea. That is funny as shit, Flame on.
Could say, you had all this time to come forward. You only come out after all the lawsuits. You only come out after Sean Combs has been criminally indicted. It would hurt their credibility in a way, or no?
Look, you only come out after all the lawsuits. But I tell you, they trying to do. They trying to use these lawsuits that they never going to file so they can find one real victim. They can find one real person or 2 or 3 real people that wanted a record deal, like Jaguar Wright, a disgruntled actress, a disgruntled musician. They're looking for disgruntled musicians, y'all, or disgruntled exes, disgruntled girls that, or guys that wanted to be around Diddy, wanted to be in his inner circle. And since they didn't get what they thought they was gonna get out of it, now they disgruntled. Now they angry. Now they got revenge. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for, y'all. Y'all can't see that. I can't be the only person on YouTube that noticed that. Jay, you're a hypocrite. Your stance no longer matters. You're a hypocrite.
That's something they would be able to fight against.
No, and a lot of states have what's called like rape shield laws that actually protect that sort of evidence to be used against a survivor of sexual abuse or sexual assault. So really, no, that can't be used that way. In the past, that's what was done. Typically, you would take that sort of evidence of, you're just coming forward now. It's all about the money. And so that's why you're doing this now. No, this is really not how, trauma.
I just told you how you're a hypocrite.
Like reconcile what happened to them.
You was all on Trump's side, said it was all a sham, said they was doing them dirty, but you believe everything about Diddy. You're a hypocrite.
Life after being so traumatically abused as some of these people, it sounds like that they were. They have to come to terms with a lot of things themselves and to be able to just live and breathe and move about in the world. The last thing that they're thinking about is confronting someone as powerful and as significant in terms of their influence as Sean Combs.
No, that's a very fair argument. Here's the thing that I wanted to ask you about. Look, I've said it several times over the past few weeks that based on prior allegations made in lawsuits against Combs, given what we're just hearing
they can't
now,
do it. They can't get out their feelings.
Surprised that there weren't any federal charges related to children in his indictment. Several of the lawsuits that Combs faces in civil court mention misconduct with minors. I'm asking you now.
Yo, you see what he just did? Yo, that's irresponsible. You see what he just did? Several lawsuits that Diddy is facing in court reference minors. These lawsuits haven't been filed. So there is no lawsuits in court right now that has anything to do with minors. Not one lawsuit. Not one lawsuit. So why did he say that? Why did he say that? Why the fuck did he just lie? Hundreds of thousands of people is going to watch this. He just lied to all of them. Just lied to all of them. First there was future lawsuits. Now it's, come on, y'all. Which one is the truth? Confuse me, sidebar. He did just lie. The fuck is you talking about? The lawsuits haven't been filed. He lied. Not accusing nobody of anything. I'm telling the truth. They're lying. That's the crazy thing about it, man. That's cool.
As we're hearing, 25 plaintiffs might come forward that they were abused as children. Does that chip away?
I just told you I support Trump. Just told you that.
Meaning the feds looked into it. They didn't.
You ain't never heard me say not one good thing on this platform about Kamala.
Or is it that the feds weren't aware of these claims yet and now might be looking into it? Or is there another reason for why Combs wasn't charged with respect to minors?
So that evidence still might be being collected. There could be that grand jury could still be sitting and collecting evidence and investigating this right now. There could be superseding indictments that come about. I think that we can't really make any assumptions based upon the indictment that we currently have. I think
like that.
The credibility of those claims, criminal cases.
You don't. So Jay, I can say you don't want white men to be held accountable.
Burden of proof.
Basically,
in a criminal case, you have the higher standard of beyond a reasonable doubt. On the other hand, on the
we
civil
both can
case,
say
you
that.
have just preponderance of the evidence, which is just more likely true than not true.
If I don't want black men to be held accountable, you don't want white men to be held
that
accountable.
Side wins. So I think that there's also that. And with minor claims, they're particularly tricky because minors' memories are not as good. And when you're talking about adding, being drugged potentially to the mix, that could even make it more complicated in terms of proving these minors' claims. And something that I encounter frequently in my practice is that sometimes minors will just say, I don't know, if they just don't want to talk about something.
Yo, see, this is what y'all not understanding, y'all. And it's crazy I gotta keep explaining this. I'm not saying that Diddy didn't do no wrong. I'm saying that what we're witnessing is a fucking sham. That's what I'm telling y'all. What we witnessing is a fucking sham. They trying to kill him. They trying to kill him in public opinion so they can run over top of him in court. I'm not standing for that. These lawsuits are fake. Most of them is lies. They haven't been filed, but yet they reporting on them. They reporting on these lawsuits that haven't been filed like it's already in the courts. They're using dirty practices to try to find real victims because they don't have a case. If they had a case, they wouldn't be doing it like this. They wouldn't be moving like this if they had a case. They don't have a case, so they're using these fake lawsuits, hoping that real people will come forward. Real people that was looking for a record deal will come forward. Because I know what this really about. And it's not about victims. Because if Diddy was moving like this, damn, all these bananas ain't no good. The fuck? Just bought these bitches. You gotta be real selective, yo, when you pick out certain freaks, man. They be fucking up. That shit crazy. Yeah, but exactly, Breon. Exactly. That's what this is about. That's all it's about. And the crazy thing about it, Breon, is he had a legitimate reason to do it. He had a legitimate reason to do it. So it's like basically saying that, yo, we can fuck you over and you can't even fight back. If you dare fight back, we're gonna send our friends at you. I gotta stand against that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I can never stand with that. I'm always fight against that. Always. Who just assaulted women in the chat? What are you talking about? The man was a freak, yo. It's not against the law being a freak. Most people don't even know, and I always gotta say this because we got new viewers every night. Most people don't even know why they charge him under a RICO. Most people don't even know how they was able to charge Diddy with RICO crimes. They don't even know. Y'all just emotional, but don't even know the facts as to how they was able to do it. It's crazy. Yo, nobody else is going to jail. Yeah, Tone, you're right. You're 100% right about that. I told you, y'all. Candace Owens be wrong a lot. I agree with Candace Owens when she talk politics, but that's it. Not when she talk about the black community, because she don't know about the black community. Yeah, acknowledge yourself. It's a couple reasons. The other reason, and that's where Jay Prince come into play, is Diddy switch sides. He wasn't allowed. He didn't allow them to use him as a plant no more. You know, he ain't allowed them to use his voice no more. So they ain't had no use for him. Might as well get him out of there. She don't know. She don't know. She not from our communities. Canzone is from a fucking area that's 2% black or 5% black. She don't know shit. Got my man Diddy in the building. He'll say let's all up. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all be funny as shit in the comments. Yo, but I'm ready to go though, y'all. I appreciate everybody that tapped in, yo. If y'all want to support the platform, yo. I know a lot of y'all probably, I promise y'all, I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm keeping it all the way real. I ain't playing on y'all for views. This is what I really believe. I'm not pushing no false narratives. I'm telling y'all the truth, how I see it. And we ain't clout chasing. You know? But the Cash App at the bottom, Baltimore swag. Support the real. What's up, Nate, baby? Yeah, he gonna have a problem getting around them guns. Jay ain't cook nobody. The fuck you talking about? Jay just was his sleep to Maryland. Jay just was proving a hypocrite. Jay don't believe nothing that's around Trump name, but believe everything around Diddy. Get the fuck out of here. Jay a hypocrite, man. You said, why would a billionaire have dirty guns? Shit get dirty. A lot of people got dirty guns, bro. You think Diddy the only person that got dirty guns? All these motherfuckers got dirty guns. Shit get real. I mean, my guy knock somebody off the record. Like, I mean, it's the only thing I can expect. Let's eat this out of Maryland, man. G always welcome though. We need her her hypocrisy every now and then, man. You know, hypocrisy is good, man. Y'all funny as shit. Yeah, G tripping. Yeah, but make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Another day, QBG News, and I'm out.